Hello everybody! Good evening po. Magandang gabi. Maayong gabi. And welcome to tonight's session. So, hopefully po you are comfortable wherever you are. And please say hi in the chat box so I can welcome you. And do a shout out, Max. So again, good evening. Hope you are having a positive trade this week. Kung hindi pa naman po, we will have other opportunities out there. Yes, good evening. Kamusta? Welcome to our session for tonight. Ayun, so allow me to share and read our comments. So, hello po kay Bong Tabanyag. Yes, last week nag-join din to si Sir. Thank you, Sir, for joining again to our live session. Hello din po kay Marilu. Yes, good evening po. Kamusta po? And saan po kayo ngayon? Sana ay safe po kayo and comfortable po kayo. So sana nakakain na kung gabi na ba sa inyo. But I believe we are across the worlds maybe kasi nga may traders and may Pinoy wherever we are. So welcome po sa session natin ngayon. I'm Kai and I will be sharing with you my gold trading strategy. Yes, so ayun din si Mama Angela and my kids. Nice. Hello, Mommy. Good evening. Thank you for joining us. So kung bago po kayo sa community natin, our community is Trading for Freedom. I've started my trading journey 2023 because I wanted to focus on motherhood and taking care of my son. My son kasi is very young and during the pandemic, okay, so quick story time muna guys while we wait for everyone else to connect. So nung nag-pandemic po, I realized na ang saya pala kung nasa bahay ka lang. And as a sales rep before, na nasa field lang all the time, hindi sustainable for me to go out and work. Kasi my son is growing and I want to be there in all his milestones. So nag-resign ako and tried a lot of things sa businesses, mga online jobs, but nothing really worked out kasi of course wala akong experience sa business, so nalugi ako. And hindi din pwede mag-online because most of the online jobs are at night. So it defeats the purpose of me resigning, pero hindi naman ako makakapag-take care sa anak ko because tulog ako sa umaga, gising sa gabi, di ba? And I'm very happy na napadpad ako sa trading and here I am. I promised myself na after 5 years, okay, that's the goal, I'll be financially free. So ngayon, financially stable pa muna until we reach that independence and then freedom eventually, right? So if you've been following my journey, thank you so much. And everything po na natutunan ko, I'm sharing it with you guys. Para if you decide to also embark on this trading journey, then I can guide you. Okay? Yes, ito sabi ni Mama, ito si Mama Angela is from Russia. Okay, wow. Hopefully po, safe po kayo dyan. Not sure if okay na ba kayo with Ukraine. Okay, sabi din ni Ma'am Angela, interested ko sa imong mga tutorial na, sige po, I'll do my best to make longer tutorials now that my son will be in grade school. So may oras na tayo kasi whole day na siya sa school. Okay, so we'll do more long format tutorials para mas in-depth yung masha-share ko kasi yung mga reels natin, 1 minute lang. Okay, so that's in the pipeline. So sana okay, may oras na tayo in the coming months to create more tutorials. Nevertheless, thank you so much everyone for joining tonight's session. Again, welcome. I'm Kai and I'll be sharing with you my gold trading strategy. Okay, so ready na ba kayo guys? Pa-type naman ng ready. Ready. Kung ready na ang lahat. Okay, Bad Boy Riri NFT. Hi. Hello din. I will guess kung anong tinatrade mo. Bad boy siya daw. Di ba? Bad boy. So if you are ready guys to learn about my gold trading strategy, please type ready. Ayun. Sabi ni Roman Henares, ready na daw. Okay, sige, let's go. Sige. And of course, as one of the values here in our community, we are transparent and we are accountable for our actions. We always inform you guys na Forex po, with other investment vehicles out there is risky. Okay, so this presentation is for educational purposes only and not financial advice. Forex trading po carries risk and may not be suitable for all traders. Past performance does not guarantee future results and outcomes may vary. And most importantly, guys, I am not a licensed financial advisor. I'm not licensed to receive your money. All your capital should be deposited to legit trader accounts. Also, please use risk money lang talaga, something that you can afford to lose. Okay ba kayo? Pa-type ng agree. So, we make sure guys na kapag may pinapasok po kayo na venture such as Forex or any investments, please do your own research. Kasi po, lahat po ng investments may risk. And Forex po is really one of the high-risk investments out there, especially if mag-active trading kayo. Pwede tayong kumita, but pwede din pong malugi. So, please be aware of those risks. And most importantly, gumamit lang po ng pera na kaya nating i-let go na pangkapital lang without affecting our financial capacity. So, if you agree, please type agree. Otherwise po, if hindi pa po kayo ready, then please exit our webinar. Wala naman pong pilitan dito. Okay, type ng agree ayun. So, thank you, Mr. Bong and Mama Angela. Okay, let's go. Sige, so for this particular topic no about gold trading kasi mainit-init si gold ngayon and I started with forex currencies and until I fell in love with gold kasi of its core characteristics. So una, kilalanin muna natin ano nga ba si gold and ano nga bang mga behavior ni gold that we can take advantage of. Okay, ito ang pinaka-importante. Next, ano nga ba ang elements of a good or a solid trading strategy? Kasi nga, our topic today is a strategy. But we should have a requirement or a filter, no? Or let's look at the ideal trading strategy so that we can be critical to know if my strategy is worth pursuing or testing out. After that, I'll also share with you the backtesting and performance of my strategy. And then let's cite some examples para if you decide to try it out, you can try it on your own. Okay? So yun po ang outline natin ngayon. Ano si gold? Ano ang pillars of a gold trading strategy? Anong performance ng strategy ko? And ano yung exact entries and exit filter so that the moment you decide to try it out, pwede nyong gawin. Okay, let's go. Let's start with ano nga ba si gold? Diba? What is gold? Though, of course, you are very much familiar with gold because we see it. Diba? We wear it, especially sa mga girls dyan. So si gold po is traded with the symbol of XAU USD. May ibang brokers out there na ang ticker symbol nila is really gold, like GOLD. But majority is XAU, which is the kami kaka-symbol no, of gold, the AU, and USD. Hence, you would know, coming from this, that it is traded against the US dollar. Okay? And it is a precious metal, right? Used both as a commodity and a monetary asset. So, commodity po siya, meaning it is a raw material that can be used for production. Like, di ba, there are a lot of materials na galing sa gold, such as yung jewelry and other material things, no, that's made out of gold. So that's why it's called a commodity. But it's also a monetary asset. Yung mga tao po, yung mga wealthy people, they use gold against hedging for inflation. So instead of buying or accumulating the paper money, they accumulate gold because it is being used against the inflation. So while the paper money no loses its value against inflation, say gold appreciates, right? Okay. Also, gold is also traded globally in the spot. Pwede, like sabi ni Dag 399, XAU daw is spot under CFD. Thank you for sharing that. Okay, so aside from spot, pwede din siya sa futures and ETFs market. So, depende po anong choice nyo. But tayo, we will be trading the spot later on. Also, it's priced for its historical role in wealth preservation. Like what I said, no? Wealth preservation siya, especially during inflation and crisis. So, ito po yung one of the key notes, characteristics ng gold. Okay? Next, to add from that, no, it is still used as a safe haven asset. Meaning, if during times of war or uncertainties, then umaangat ang presyo ni gold. However, you will realize in a few, okay, later on na bakit bumabagsak si gold ngayon kahit may war. So may dahilan din yan. But majority of the time, when there is uncertainty or the market is risk off, hindi sila aggressive in investing because may geopolitical events or like a war or whatever that's happening in the world, okay, they would opt for a safe haven asset because they know that may value ang gold as compared to the dollar or the money. Okay. Also, it's inversely related to US dollar. So when the US dollar increases its value, bumabagsak si gold, which is what's happening right now. Kasi nagsistrengthen si dollar, kaya bumabagsak si gold. And when US dollar decreases its value, that's the time gold rises as well. So it's inversely related, but of course not all the time. Kasi sometimes both are soaring high, and then both are, but that depends upon the situation. Okay, we have to be aware of these fundamental news that moves the market. Okay, but know that gold po is very much moved by macroeconomic news. So highly nagpapagalaw niya is very sensitive siya na kung may fundamentals about the economic news or US dollar news, then gumagalaw po. Okay, it's highly driven by catalysts of these macroeconomics. Right? Then it's also high liquidity and high volatility. Yung liquidity po, that means na since ang daming nagde-trade kay gold, you are assured ka na at any time, you can really trade it. Okay, may other traders out there na pwede mong gawin yung transaction. That's why it's very liquid. Also, it's high volatility. If nagte-trade ka kay gold, you would know that it's really volatile, very volatile. Like in a day, before, 2 years ago, nakikita natin that gold on an average moves around 150, 200, 300, 500 pips a day at an average. Ngayon, isang 15-minute candle, nasa 800 pips sometimes. So, in a day, it's kayang-kaya niya gumalaw ng 1,000 pips. Ganun siya ka-volatile right now. Hence, kung ganito ang characteristics or behavior ni gold, and if you want to trade gold, then let's take advantage of its behavior. Sabi ni Roman Henares, sunog talaga ang walang correct. I had a student this afternoon, sabi niya na nag-CR lang daw siya. Pagbalik niya, sunog ang account. So that's how volatile gold is, right? So, yun ang characteristics ni gold, no? So ngayon, if you want to take advantage and trade gold, okay, ang laking opportunity ni gold. But before tayo pumasok, dapat we should know these things. And we should have an idea na if magka-create ka ng isang strategy or for gold or for any financial asset, it should have these pillars. This is based from my understanding and from my experience, guys. Una, okay, clear market understanding, which we already had an idea na kung ano si gold, di ba? But please also do your own research. So, kung pupunta tayo sa isang competition, guys, for example, na magliliga tayo sa basketball, di ba? It makes sense na we research muna sinong competitor natin, saan yung competition, anong oras, di ba? So that's the logistics part of the competition. And it's the same manner na if pupunta tayo sa isang gera, we should have a research about it, di ba? Have a clear market understanding kung anong behavior ng asset na gusto mong i-trade para you will take advantage of that. Right? Hindi pwedeng sugod ng sugod lang na walang masyadong alam about the market. Kaya ayun, nasusunog tayo. So, di ba? We have to be prepared when we trade. Okay, that's the very important thing. Aside from that, we have to also understand anong concept, right? So, if alam natin yung behavior ng isang asset, hence, we should also get a concept that is aligned to the behavior of the market, di ba? So, for example, we know that gold is a trending market. Okay, kung nagte-trend siya, kung babagsak siya ng todo. Hindi siya matatapos until there's a reason for it to reverse, right? So, if that is the behavior of the asset that we want to take advantage, hence, the strategy should be based from a concept that is aligned to the trending behavior of gold. Okay, dapat ganun po tayo ka-logical when we are getting into a trade or a strategy. Okay? Second, okay, we then, since clear na kung anong market and clear na kung anong concept, then it would be easier for us to define entry and exit rules. Okay, again, this becomes very, filters na siya. Okay? So, it's best na if we create an entry and exit rules, if then na siya. Okay? For example, if this happens, then we make an entry. Okay? Conditional format. Para very clear na kapag ganito yung setup, okay, kapag these confluences appear, dyan lang ako mag-entry. If wala, then wala. Okay? So, it lessens our emotional thinking. It lessens the other emotions, no? Hence, it's easier for us to entry and exit. Kasi nga, very well defined. And it's conditional. Clear pa so far, guys? Pa-type ng clear. Na ito yung first two of the very important pillars in creating a solid trading strategy. And do you also agree na dapat ganito yung mga tinitingnan natin? Otherwise, please do share kung ano dapat ang mga ayun. Thank you, Psyche, Ramona, and Bong. Okay, sige. Very clear pa naman. Sige, go. And then, the last two are also very important. So, di ba? Once make well-defined entry and exit rules ka na, this actually spells out your edge. na dapat may proper risk management and money management plan. Otherwise, hindi mo na mamalayan na hindi ka pala nagpa-profit. Okay? So, wasted lang yung oras natin. If we are also losing more than we are winning, or we are just break even, so sayang. Bakit pa tayo nagte-trade, diba? So, the best case scenario is we risk a very small percentage of our capital, but if we win, then we gain big. Para mas worthwhile yung entries natin. Diba? So dito pumapasok yung risk management. How much of your equity, okay, if isang trade lang ba or 3 trades at the same time, how much of your equity would you expose as your risk, okay, and then at the end of the month, okay, do you have a positive profit? Kasi eventually po, our main goal talaga is to become consistently profitable every month or every year, depende sa time frame na tinitingnan mo. Kasi kung nagte-trade lang tayo pero nalulugi tayo or we are not profitable, then sayang lang din yung oras natin, di ba? I'm not saying na all the time dapat profits, but at least po, we will have a positive net income by the end of the year. Okay, kasi gusto natin make this as our income, right? Also, lastly, it needs to go through a rigorous testing and optimization. So, rigorous testing, di ba? May clear entry and exit rules na tayo na kapag ganito ang setup, papasok tayo. Kapag nahit na ang ganito, we will exit. We will also put in the risk management na 1:2, 1:3 na risk to reward ratio, and then how much is your equity exposure, okay, how much is your maximum loss, okay, that's the proper risk management. However, guys, before pa natin siya lagyan ng pera, I mean, ideally, dapat ganito ang ginawa natin, okay? Before pa natin lagyan ng pera yung isang strategy, binaktest muna natin para hindi sayang yung pera, right? Though, if you started with real money, everything you learned is a valuable lesson. However, if andito ka na sa phase ng journey mo na you are really looking for that strategy that works, that will give you a positive edge, hence, i-backtest po natin. Kagaya na lang po ng paggawa ng paracetamol. Di ba, hindi po natin binigay sa tao diretso. We tested it out with mice or mga daga before tayo nag-test sa humans and then before pa na-release sa public. So, in the same logic and concept, dapat ganun din tayo para hindi po sayang ang real money natin. Okay? So, it should go through rigorous testing so we can also pinpoint, okay, this is the best setup that can give me the highest probability of winning. Otherwise, we go back. If hindi siya pumasa sa backtesting, then let's go back to the rules, the entry and exit rules, and then let's tweak para maganda yung results. Okay? That's rigorous testing. At the same time, kapag pumasa na sa backtesting, and then forward test na natin, meaning we are trading it with real-time price, hindi po, okay, it doesn't mean that it's already working. It will work all the time because it's a different trading environment. So we have to optimize. So what works before, after a few years, might not work anymore. Kaya we have to tweak it and optimize it to adapt to the trading environment right now. Clear? Pa-type naman po ng gold if this is clear. Gold. O, diba? These 4 pillars are gold to remember and lesson. Sige, pa-type ng gold po kung clear po ang 4 na pillars of a trading strategy. So, kung kayo po, you are looking for a strategy or you want to create your own strategy po, more or less, may idea na kayo na ito yung basis nyo dapat in a way. Okay? Ayun. Thank you po, Gan Matalines and Sir Bong. Okay, sige, let's go. So now, na-clear na sa atin na okay, ganito pala dapat goal number 2 ang crucial. Correct, di ba? Well-defined entry and exit rules. Sabi ni DAG 399. Okay. So ngayon, na alam na natin ito, let's move forward and look at my strategy. So, papasa ba sa pillars ng solid strategy ang strategy ko? So, let's see, no? Let's look at the performance. Okay. So, una, nung okay, I created my strategy, binacktest po natin siya sa MT5. Ang MT5 po kasi maganda kasi it's an automated backtesting. Ilagay nyo lang yung strategy nyo, tapos siya na magba-backtest for you. Pwede naman. That's the automated way of backtesting. Otherwise, kung manual backtesting naman po, you can do it sa trading view. Kailangan lang po naka-essential kayo. Then you go back a few months. I think 6 months ang pinakamalayo yung mabalik. And then you simulate na if you traded your strategy at that time, ano ba ang results na makukuha mo. So, those are the ways you can backtest, either automated or manual. So, this one po, para mas rigorous yung data na makukuha natin, I backtested it the automated way para kaya ang 5 years. Okay? Bakit po matagal? Bakit po importante na matagal yung backtesting? If it survived in 5 years, meaning it was tested with different trading environments. If you can remember, dumaan po ang COVID and war with Ukraine in the last 5 years. Of course, since this is gold, and we know that gold will react to these economic news, okay, they were harsh trading environment. So let's see if nakasurvive siya, then more likely, okay, there's a probability na the next time it will also undergo harsh trading environments, it can also survive. So ganun po yung concept or logic why we tested it for 5 years. Medyo matagal, pero robust yung data natin. Okay? So if we started with 1,000 nung 2020 January 1, okay, after 5 years, the strategy that I backtested, nag-grow po siya ng 6,898 in 5 years. Meaning, the capital after 5 years became 7,898. So, nung nakita ko na ito pala ang backtested results ng strategy ko, so pumusa siya. Okay? So, this is promising. Okay? So, check siya sa backtesting. Okay? If we look down more, deeper, to the strategy results, okay, again, the total return was 6,898. The annual return is 0.67%, meaning in a year, you can earn around $670. Okay? Then the win rate is 38.5. So, naisip ko, maliit ang win rate. Okay, but let's understand the perspective. Bakit 38.5% ang win rate? So, you'll realize later on that the concept that I was trying to do for this strategy, okay, is aligned kung bakit maliit yung win rate niya. So, in a 10 trades, 4 trades lang ang panalo, the rest of the 6 are talo. So, in this way, when it wins big. Okay? So, when the average profit is 228 and the average loss is negative 117, that means na if it wins more than half when it losses. Kaya nababawi niya yung mga losses. Okay? So, though it wins a few times then losing, but when it wins big. Kaya, Kaya nababawi and nakakompensate. In the end, okay, profitable pa rin siya. And the maximum drawdown is 54%, okay? At more or less half of the equity. So, okay, these are the things that you need to be critical na ano kayang pwede kong gawin if ganito yung mga results. Kasi later on, we will do this. Okay, we will trade this with real-time data and we have to keep in mind, be logical about this data para when we trade, we know, okay, what we can expect on the probabilities of our trades, right? And this is average holding time is 36 hours and the maximum is 8 days. So you'd know this is swing trading style because when it trades, it will hold trades. The fastest is 36 hours, okay, like a day, and then 8 days yung maximum. So this is also another question you need to ask yourself. Kaya ko ba mag-hold ng ganito katagal na trade? Otherwise, then you have to review and reflect, okay, on this strategy. So, ito po yung mga backtesting results. Somehow, when I saw it, for me, pumasa siya sa backtesting. But it doesn't mean na kung pumasa siya sa backtesting, it will also pass the forward testing. Right? Sige. Now, tingnan natin yung nung na-backtest ko siya, na-forward test ko siya. So, this is now my strategy performance. This is my FX book. I started this strategy last year sa August. And then this is September to December. It's continuously profitable. Okay. Naka 90%, 197, 120, and then 14. And then sa January, we had a good start. Pero February, bumagsak. Negative 10. March, since hindi pa naman siya tapos, okay, nasa 3% pa when I took this information. Okay. So, ano-ano nga ba ang mga insights that we can get from here? So, una, this one had a better backtesting data. This one had better results than the backtesting data. May win rate siya ng 60%. Bakit? Because this is manual trading po siya. Okay? Na I tweak it along the way. Because I knew from the start na this could have a low win rate. Hence, nung trinade ko na siya real-time data, okay, then I tweak it a little bit para mas better yung win rate natin. Second, when the strategy aligns with trading environment, better results. Okay. So, ang trading environment po is very crucial for your performance. Okay? If align po siya, then expect to have good performance. Last year, maganda po yung market natin. That's why positive tayo. Sobrang laki ng tubo ng equity natin. However, for this year, okay, medyo walang real direction. Kaya, especially nung February, okay, bumagsak. It's also good to note, nung December kasi, I traded until 2 weeks lang. Nag-rest na ako kaagad to enjoy the holiday. Okay? And then, yun na nga, yung February din, it was not a good trading environment for the strategy, kaya bumagsak siya. And then, this capital, kaya started with $300, ngayon nasa $8,000 na yung equity. So, you can say na it's really high risk, high reward na trading strategy. Because of course, gold po yung tinitrade natin. So, papaldo siya kung tama yung environment, kung tama yung setup, pero malaki din po yung risk if hindi siya align sa trading environment. So, clear so far, guys? We just discussed yung 4 pillars of a trading strategy. And then this one naman po, tiningnan po natin yung backtesting and ang performance po ng strategy natin. So ready na kayo sa ano nga ba ang strategy mo, Kai? Okay. Share with us your entry filters and exit filters. Okay. Sige. May tanong si Marilu. I'll answer you in a while. Okay. Well, ano lang, continue muna with the strategy. Sabi ni Dad, clear naman. Okay. Sige. So, ito po yung strategy natin. Okay, ready? Ready na kayo? Drum roll. Drum roll. Okay, so this is the strategy. So, ako po ay isang trend following strategy. Marami pong strategy out there. May yung mean reverting strategy, okay? It is taking advantage of the consolidating na trading environment. May mga martingale, may pullback strategy. Okay? In my case po, I realized na it is parang with my skills, experience, and my personality, madali po akong nakakakita ng magandang entry setup when it's trending. So that's why I focused with trend following strategy. Okay? So the concept po is like this. Diba? Remember kung ano yung characteristics ni gold. So we based it from the characteristics of gold because gold nga ang tinitrade natin. So concept is, the periods of price consolidation often precedes a breakout. Napansin nyo to na the longer the consolidation, the stronger the breakout. Okay? So there would be periods na magre-ranging lang yung market for a few days, sometimes nga weeks. Okay? Because at that time, I noticed that the market is waiting for something, okay, for a catalyst to break out. And if we can also make an analogy, right? Parang if you, alam nyo yung, yeah, I explained this, okay, this is how it thinks in my head, no? Alam nyo yung second law of Newton sa physics, di ba? It says na an object in motion remains in motion, an object at rest remains at rest unless there is an active force acted upon it, di ba? An outside force acted upon it. So it's the same thing. Na if the market is just resting, right, which is the consolidation part, when there's a catalyst, it will move and break out. So ganun ko po siya naintindihan. Na it makes sense na when it breaks out, now the price is in motion. And when it's in motion, it will continue to trend. Okay? So we enter a position at breakout to capture the beginning of a new trend. And when it trends, it's never stopping. Di ba? Kung naka-start na yan na mag-breakout pataas, dire-diretso yan pataas, assuming that it's a real breakout. So ako, I will catch that break and stay in the trend as long as it's trending. And once there's a clear reversal, okay, we hold the trade and manage risk until clear signs of trend exhaustion or reversal appear. Okay, ganun po yung concept na naisip ko for trend following strategy. Is it clear? Patay po ng concept. Diba? Parang may alignment. Okay, parang na-marry. Na this is gold, this is the behavior of gold, then ito din yung concept na gusto natin i-take advantage based from the behavior of gold. Right? Diba? Sabi ni Roman Linares concept. Okay? So, hence, if it's very clear for the concept, diba? It's very clear na ito yung hahanapin natin. We stay here until the end of the trend. Hence, it's very easy to create, okay, the entry and exit. So, by the way, okay, some trading rules as well. The market being traded is gold lang, okay? Though I backtested it with other assets, but the best one that gave out the best results was with gold kasi nga it's the most trending na asset, no? And then the time frame is 1 hour. Then the risk management, okay, the maximum loss of 200 pips per trade. Okay, yun ang mga trading rules natin. So, let's go with the entries and exit. So, we make an entry, okay, when the price breaks out after consolidation. Usually, Okay, we mark up the resistance and the support zones in the 1 hour time frame. Usually then, at the third touch point, it's a break. Okay, so we mark up natin yung highest price and the lowest price of the consolidation. Kung saan siya mag-break, doon tayo papasok. But make sure that it's a real breakout. Okay, we go lower sa 15-minute candle close. Hold your horses. Okay, we will see this in the chart para mas maintindihan natin. Okay, we will simulate. And then, once we can see na it's really a real breakout, then we exit with 200 pips max loss kung bumalik lang siya to close the fake out. And then, we can do two things, okay, para mag-close. Either a trend line break and then RSI crossover para mag-TP na. So, wala tayong target profit, but instead, it's a trading stop loss. Sinusundan natin siya with these two filters in mind as well for us to close. Okay? Sige. I will now show you, okay, the sample, okay, of this particular, okay, galing sa trade natin. Wait. Okay. Okay. So let's go to MetaTrader 5. Wait. Okay. So first, let's go to the 1 hour time frame. Okay, I'll close lang. This was my trade kanina. Okay. Okay. So what we do is, okay, ito, we'll look for a a consolidating market here, right? So we go first sa 4R. So we can see the bias. Okay. So assuming na hindi pa to natin nakakita. Okay. 1 hour na lang. Ayun. Okay. Here. Okay. So first, okay, kita natin na it's a consolidation, right? So we mark up the highest price sa taas and the lowest price below. Okay? And then, once mag-break out siya dyan tayo mag-make ng entry. Okay? So here, to make sure na it's a cleaner entry, we go sa 15-minute time frame. Okay? 15-minute, ayun. Here. Okay. Okay, there you go. So, di ba, this was the... Saan na ba? Yun here. Lagyan ko lang ng mark. Ayun, here. Okay. If we go here. Tingnan natin, okay, if it's really a breakout, okay? So, ito yung lowest na price, right? So, for this particular strategy, guys, this is prone to fake out. That's why I created a filter to identify if it's a real breakout. Okay? First, okay, ito. For example, this was the first time it tried to break out from the range. Okay, this one. Okay. First filter dapat is, did the candle close outside of the range? Ba? Ito yung lowest price ng range. So the answer is yes. Diba? Ito. Ito. Did the candle close outside? Yes. Okay, that's the first filter. The second filter is, did 50% of the body close outside of the range? Yes. The third filter is, did the second candle also close outside? Hindi. That's why this is not a real breakout. Ang totoong breakout po is, lalabas muna siya, lalabas muna siya, okay, mag-retest, okay, before siya babagsak. Okay, that's the real breakout. If bumalik lang siya right away, then fake out po yan. Hence, we will not trade that. Okay? Now, let's look it again. Okay. Until we reach here. Okay. So here, okay, ito. Okay, ayun. Sige. So, ito. Ito. So, this candle na ang titingnan natin. So, did the candle close outside of the lowest price range? Check, right? Did 50% of the body of the candle close outside? Yes. Did the second candle also close outside? Yes. Hence, we can then make an entry after this candle close. Okay, ganun po siya. And then, we stay in the trade. If we make an entry here, okay, if we make an entry here, okay, after this candle close, then we stay in the trade. Okay? Ang next filter natin to go out are two things. Una, trend line break. So we create a trend line. Okay? So kung kailan siya mag-break, or it's either, okay, this. Ayun. Ayun, here. So the first is trend line break. Okay? Kung pa-downtrend siya, and we are, okay, if nag-break out na siya from that, okay, or it's yung market structure, di ba? It's no longer creating lower low, then you can go out na. Otherwise, here, if, okay, lumabas na din siya sa RSI crossover. So, you can probably here din as well. Here. So, if naka-downtrend siya, okay, tapos umangat na din siya sa RSI crossover, then that's the time you close. Okay, so dapat dalawa yung filters mo. Okay? So that's how we make the close ng TP. You can also, what I do is, nagpa-partial TP din ako. So for example, halfway, I can TP like naka 0.05 kasi ako nito. Then, the rest, pwede ko siyang i-continue. Ganun siya. So, it's not often na makakita ka ng ganitong entry. However, when you make an entry, based from my experience, nasa at an average mga 5 to 8 trades a month. But kapag nakapasok ka, then you get the big swings din. Kasi nga, this is the start of the break, and then you stay in the trend until there's a clear reversal. Ngayon, ang bias ko na is buy na. Kasi nga, nag-stop na siya here. Diba? Hindi na siya nag-create ng lower low. However, consolidating pa siya. Here. So, ayun. So, we then create another range. I'm looking at either, okay, so next move ko na, kasi naka-out na tayo dyan, either a breakout here or a breakout sa baba. But make sure, again, that the filters are present. Meaning, number one, the price, okay, tumagos siya sa range. Okay, nag-close siya outside of the range. The 50% of the body is outside and then the second candle is also outside. Ganun siya. Okay? Clear ba, guys? Clear? Yung strategy. It may seem very simple, but I mean, it is simple, but when you execute it, then it can give you enough profits then once you get the swing. So ganun lang siya kasimple. You trade the breakout of a consolidation. Though it's prone to fake out, kaya nga nagiging higher lang yung win rate ko. Kasi sa backtesting, iba nasa 38, ako nasa 60. Because I will filter muna if real breakout ba or not. Which session po? I noticed majority of the breakouts are in the New York session because andun yung mga news. Okay? However, with gold right now, opening pa lang ng market session, like in the Asian, nagbe-breakout na rin siya. So there's no specific time, I guess. But napansin ko more on the New York and then sometimes nasa opening pa lang ng market. Pwede natin i-filter more specific time. Yeah, so 4R ka tumitingin ng bias mo. Okay? Then H1, you mark up the range, the high price and the low price. And then M15 ka papasok ng entries. With a candle. Okay? So, ganun siya. Ayun. So, tingnan natin kung saan siya mag-breakout. Here or sa taas. Okay? So, ganun po siya. Okay. Clear naman. Okay, so far. Okay, let's go. However, guys, okay, to help me out with my trades, okay, may trading assistant po ako. Kasi it's crucial na you chart, diba? Before ka magte-trade, you have to chart and look for that setup. So, my husband is a programmer and he helped me out na may assistant. So, that's why you can see Goldie. So, si Goldie po is ang trading assistant. Babae po siya, di ba? Babae. Kasi para siyang gold na babae na hindi mo alam kung anong gusto niyang gawin sa life. So, she helps you find a good trading setup for you while you do what matters to you. Okay? So, how does it work? So, ngayon po, si Goldie ay isang trading assistant. It's an EA. It's a robot na nasa demo account. Tapos, once may setup siya, may entry siya, mag-email po siya sa akin. I will receive an email, something like this. Gold Miner TA, okay, exit na kasi yan. So, it will email to 2 emails. Open with an entry, open with the price entry, and then exit din. Para hindi po ako nag-chart all the time. So, when I receive the email entry niya, i-chart ko po yung price that will be my either high range or the lowest price. Tapos, if I identify, okay, then I will chart it to confirm the real breakout before copying. So, this setup is really for those na marunong na mag-charting. Kasi you have to identify if it's a real breakout or fake out. Kung real breakout, then kokopyahin ko siya. Okay, I will trade in my own live account. Kung fake out, hence, hindi ko siya kokopyahin. Then your risk management comes in. So, si Goldie po na robot, naka 0.1 po yung lot size niya. Pero ako po, depende po sa equity. Right now, naka 0.05 po ako ngayon. With the equity I'm using na $8,000 na capital. Sometimes, Before naka point 1 din ako. Pero ngayon naka 0.05 na kasi mas wider na yung mga stop losses ko. I can allow for the volatility of gold to move. Okay, and then I can wait for gold D to close kasi nagsasend naman siya ng exit, or I can manage it on my own manually. So hence, it makes my trading life easier because I have an assistant who will do the charting for me, and when it's a good setup, isasend niya lang sa akin, I will chart it, and if it's a real breakout, I will make an entry. Okay, ganun po si Goldie Trading Assistant. Secret lang din natin, nilagyan na po namin ng real money si Goldie, but naka-forward testing pa. Hopefully po by June, we'll have good results and enough data. Kung maganda yung performance niya, then we might be able to share it to the community. For now, gagamitin muna natin si Trading Assistant. Okay? So, questions, guys? Questions. Sabi ni Doug, yeah, you can follow naman the Asian session na accumulation lang. Then, sa London session, there's increased volatility, di ba? Either breakout sa taas or ubo, sa baba, sorry, Bisaya, sa taas or sa baba. Pero, and then there would be distribution in the New York session, but it's not all the time na ganyan. Kasi anything can really happen in the markets right now. Sabi ko nga, Asian session pa lang, trending na siya. So, I really cannot tell you na nasa London yung breakout or nasa New York yung breakout. Okay, so it's good na every once in a while you look at the chart and then you find this consolidation na moments. But nga, since my trading assistant ako, it lessens my charting time to look for them because siya na mismo magsasend sa akin. Possibly ba sinunod mo TA even the present news possible TA mo? Possibly ba sinunod mo ang trading assistant even the present news is opposite sa TA mo? Okay. So, what if the trading assistant's entry is different from my technical analysis? I will pause. And I will have to identify yung filters ko. Kasi, again, this strategy is really prone to fake outs because it's a breakout from consolidation. If for transparency, guys, the longest consecutive losses the robot experience was 9 yata losses na sunod-sunod. Okay, so that's the downside of this strategy. Okay, sunod-sunod yung losses niya kasi nga fake out to another fake out to another fake out. Good thing yung loss niya every time na mag-fake out siya is 200 pips lang. Okay? So, as a manual trading, given this entry setup ng robot, I will have a bigger chance because I can identify if it's a real breakout or not. Hindi ako mapapa-fake out several times yung consecutive losses. Okay? That's the worst case scenario na consecutive losses, right? However, guys, even with the consecutive losses, okay, you just have to survive because the moment it does get the real breakout, nababawi niya naman yung losses with the profits. Kasi the profits are either 1:6 na risk to reward. Okay. The highest it had was 5,000 na dollars profit in just one entry. Pero 0.10 yung robot. Pero sa akin, hindi ko na kinaya yung super long na holding trade. So, either I close early, I just add more entries later, okay, or I partial TP. So, I have more parang buffer or movement to decide kung ano yung i-manage ko siya manually. Okay, medyo lito pa po ako saan mag-start mag-mark ng high and low na price sa ranging. Ilang touches po para ma-consider na range. Okay. So, guys, I mean, there's no perfect na market, no? So, for example, if we go back to the, okay. For example, guys, this is a range pa rin. So, you just mark up the highest of the price, okay, the highest, and then the lowest. Yun. That's already the range. Okay, so as long as hindi pa siya nag-create ng higher price or lower price, that's the range you will get. Okay, if I go sa higher sa 1 hour, for example, so 'di ba, this is a range. Okay, you mark up the highest price here, and then the lowest price then here. This one. This is the range. This is the range. And then again, this one, kung ito naman na range ang gusto mo, okay, that's the highest, and then this is the lowest. Hence, nung nag-break siya dito, entry ka here. I go sa 15-minute ha. So, na ba yun? Okay, here. Diba? So, this was the previous, okay? Naka-entry ako here. This was the previous touch point. Okay, the second touch point was this one. Okay, so let's identify. Okay, so this was not a breakout. It was a fake out because nakita natin that the second candle did not break out. Hindi siya lumabas. Okay, bumagsak lang. Ito naman, okay, the candle closed outside. The second candle also closed outside. Then you can probably make an entry here na. Wait na, ang liit ng kandila, sorry. Okay, so this was a fake out based from the three filters I mentioned. However, if this one is a real breakout, then you can enter here. Ganun siya. No need to complicate things. Just mark up the highest and the lowest price of the range. Yun siya. Hi, ma'am. Karon pa jud ko kasugod og live account since ako live gasubay. Next. It's okay po. There will always be the right time for you when you are ready. So, wag lang magmadali. If you are ready financially and psychologically, mentally, then go. Okay, sabi, maganda ba maraming entry o one open trade at a time? Okay. That's a good question. Okay. So, I also do my day trading, no? So, if naka-entry ako here, then I will also and trade my day trading yung mga pullback. So if you just create a trend line, then you can once it pulls back, you can also follow the EMA. Kita niyo yung EMA. If nag-bounce siya sa EMA, you can add entry. You can add entry here. However, kung nag-break out na siya from the EMA, then close ka na. Pwede din. You can add more entries as you go along. As long as the trend is still there. Pwede naman. Okay, that's a good strategy din. Again, guys, this is just a strategy idea that you can get inspiration from. But at the end of the day, iba-iba tayong tao, iba't ibang personality, iba't ibang skills, experience. So, you trade it according to your, to how you think is best for you. Ganun. Okay? So, ayun po. Any more questions? So, if gusto nyo din po na to like get Goldie na trading assistant, you can just follow these guides. So, it's free na po for use if you open a trading account under our community. Then you fund it, minimum lang po $200, tapos 0.01 yung lot size. Para naka 200 pips ka, so $20 po yung maximum loss if you follow Goldie. Okay, and then you submit this form para ma-approbahan kayo, ma-add kayo sa email alerts, and you will also be given the login credentials ni Goldie para makita mo yung exact trades niya. Actually, may trade siya ngayon. Wait, let me check. Let's see. This is Goldie's trade now. Ayun. Okay. So, may 1-4 siya na running trade. Saan nga ba yung entry? Ayun, naka-entry siya at ito, 4532. So, ito yung entry niya, 4532. Tapos, it's still, existing pa yung trade. So, hindi, may trailing stop loss siya. Wala siyang target profit. Kaya, running pa yung trade niya ngayon. Wait, I'll close lang ha para ayun. So, this is the current entry ni Goldie. And then, andito yung price na now. And then, it's running, ayun, naka 1.4 siya right now. Ang EMMA na ginagamit ko, 21 EMA. 21 EMMA. Ma'am, naunsan ang XM? Yes, anong meron sa XM? Yung pinaka gusto natin guys, mag-consolidate na siya. Kasi kung nag-consolidate na to, baka mag-reverse na to. Okay pa naman po si XM. They are sorting it out with SEC. Yeah. Aside from Forex, ma'am, unsa pala yung trading a good to trade? I also have Forex currencies. Nagte-trade din po ako ng GU, Euro, USD, JPY. Need ba ni Goldie na computer na naka-on ng 24 hours? No po. Si Goldie po, etong robot po, ito po yung may VPS. Pero since ikaw, you are manually trading the entry ni Goldie, so no need na. Okay? Kasi ikaw, manual ka mag-execute. Si Goldie lang ang dapat na naka-VPS para 24 hours siyang running. How to know when to exit the trade? So, yun po, may dalawang filters po tayo. Una is trendline break. Okay, kung downtrend ito, then if mag-break na siya from the downtrend line, and plus the RSI crossover. So, if downtrend, tapos umangat na siya sa 50 na RSI, then pwede ka na mag-close. Yeah. Otherwise, you can also copy the trailing stop loss or kung kailan mag-close si Goldie kasi nagsisend din siya sa Discord ng trailing stop loss niya. So, pwede mo siyang sundan kung saan na yung stop loss niya right now. Jerry Novillas, sana po ay nasagot ko ang tanong mo. Sunny Maldo, shout out. Yes, shout out. Hello, Sunny. Shout out sa'yo. So, ano nga bang entry natin ngayon? Ay, tapos na yung, di ba may 9:45 news? Ito na yung result pala. How about ang copy trading ni mo, ma'am, kay unsay update? Copy trading po, yung Trinity natin. So, join ka sa Thursday. Yes. May copy trading tayo ngayon. May copy trading tayo na session sa Thursday. Yun naman is automated copy trading kasi si robot na magte-trade for you. Ito, si Goldie Assistant, manual ito. Si Goldie magsisend ng signal, ng entries, tapos ikaw po ang mag-entry. Miss Pinky, join ka sa Thursday po. Paano ba gumawa ng EA? Yun ang, natin. Yun ang topic natin. So, ito guys, nag-consolidate ulit siya right now. Ayun. So, hintay ka ulit na mag-breakout siya sa, 4512. Ang bias ko ngayon is, buy. Buy na. Kasi, hindi na siya nagbagsak pa. Diba, if this is the lowest, okay, this is the lower low, wala nang lower low after it. Ito na. But you need to break this, the 4-5 The 4-5 na zone. If ma-break na yan, pwede na yan umangat. But of course, you need to look for better opportunities. Okay? Better entries. Ito. Pwede wait ka dyan or pwede naman ito. Kapag mag-breakout ka from the downtrend, pwede din. Oh, pwede din, no? May ano siya, may flag. Naka-flag pattern pala siya ngayon. Pwede ka mag entry kung saan siya mag-breakout. Sa daily time frame, sa day trading ko kasi I use 5 minutes. So, eto, pwede ka mag-entry here. Here, nasa anong zone ba to? Nasa 4,440. If mag-breakout siya sa 4,440, pwede ka mag-buy. Pwede ba mag-full-time sa trading, mag-quit na sa work? Pwede! Pero before ka mag-quit, make sure lang na profitable ka na. So you have two ways, Sunny. You can quit now, focus on trading, pero make sure that you have at least 6 months to 1 year na worth of expenses kasi ang bills mo will continue to be paid every month. At least in that way, focused ka. Pwede naman na work ka muna and then maging part-time trader ka. In that way, may pera kang pambubuhay sa sarili mo while you're still figuring out trading. Though you won't be fully focused, okay, so you have to understand which route ba ang kaya mo. Okay, so you quit siguro kapag at least a year na or 6 months to a year na consistently profitable ka na it can sustain your expenses. Gilbert, mag-trade ba ka ma'am base sa news? I don't trade now. I let the news parang I don't trade right away. I don't trade before the news. Pwede naman like a few days before kung makapag-price in ka. Pero like trading the news kung anong oras niya, like 30 minutes before, I don't kasi grabe yung volatility. So I wait for around 30 minutes to 1 hour yung the dust settles. When the direction is seen, dyan na ako nagtitrade. Ma'am, there is an email for the signal. Yes, merong email. Merong email. Pero yung ito kasi na-trade, ma'am, kailan ba to? Monday yata to. So hindi mo na siya ma-receive. If you just been approved to use Goldie now, ma-receive mo ang exit trade na. And then the next time mag-open siya, you will receive it na. If mag-trade ba ka, ma'am, ba okay. So, Pangga Collection, hindi na po ako nag-trade ng news ngayon. Kasi pang heart attack. So, I wait for the bias to parang settle muna mga 30 minutes to 1 hour after. But if naka-swing trading ako, kasi medyo malayo yung mga levels natin, TP tsaka SL. Hence, considered na yung mga news naka-incorporate na yan. Pero kung day trading, as much as possible, I close before the red folder. And then I trade na lang afterwards to see the trend niya. Okay. Any more questions, guys? More questions. So again, if you want to... Na-Japon kay scalping trade, ma'am. Hindi na ako masyado nagsa-scalping ngayon eh. Day trading na lang. Paminsan, kung may sa community, nagsa-scalping tayo. Pero as much as possible, day trading and then swing trading na tayo. Okay. So, that's it. I think, guys, sana may natutunan kayo kung ano nga ba ang characteristics ni gold, ano nga ba ang 4 pillars of a good trading strategy, and yun po ang performance po ng strategy ko sa trend following. And lastly po, we have Goldie, yung trading assistant natin ngayon, na tumutulong maghanap ng magandang setup para makes our lives easier. So if you want to get Goldie, just follow the steps here. Then next Thursday, guys, please join our webinar session. It's about our Trinity EA. Okay, I will walk you through how I created it para maybe in your future, you want to create your own EA, then may guide na kayo. So, paano ba gumawa ng EA? Yan ang topic natin sa Thursday. Okay, so that's it. Thank you so much, and I'm praying for your success in trading. So, wag lang po mag-give up. Just show up every day until you achieve your breakthroughs, and I'll see you in the charts. Thank you. Ingat. Bye-bye, guys.